Hey y'all, welcome back to Love Letters with Leah, your weekly dose of affectionate connection on the one and only Mike and Juju Smoke Group. I am your friend, and of course, your host Leah. Why are they so close? Why is she always calling? Are they really only friends? Let's see what this is all about, guys.
Dear Leah, I'm writing to you because I'm at my wit's end and desperately need some outside perspective. My marriage of 8 years is falling apart, and I don't know what to do anymore. The issue is my husband's relationship with his ex girlfriend. They dated for 3 years in college, broke up, and have remained best friends ever since. When we started dating, I thought it was mature and refreshing that he could maintain a friendship with an ex. I prided myself on being the cool girlfriend who wasn't threatened by their friendship. But now, 7 years into our marriage, I'm questioning everything. They text constantly, and I mean constantly. Good morning text, funny memes throughout the day, long conversations about work drama, family issues, even relationship problems, including our own. She's the first person he calls when something good or bad happens. When his father had a heart attack last month, he called her before he called me, even though I was just in the next room. They have weekly coffee dates that they refuse to skip, even when it conflicts with our plans. Last month, he had to leave our anniversary dinner early because she was having a crisis and needed him. When I confronted him about this, he said that I was just being unreasonable and jealous, and that she has always been there for him. I've tried talking to him multiple times about how their relationship makes me uncomfortable, but he just dismisses my concerns. He says I'm being insecure and that I should just trust him because nothing physical has ever happened. But Leah, I feel like I'm competing with her for my own husband's attention and emotional intimacy. The breaking point came last week when I discovered that they had been planning a weekend camping trip together, just the two of them, to reconnect as friends. When I expressed that this crossed a major boundary for me, he accused me of trying to control him and ruin his friendships. He's now sleeping in the guest room and barely speaking to me. I love my husband. I feel like I'm married to someone who's already emotionally committed to someone else. Am I being unreasonable? Is it possible for exes to be just friends when it feels like they're prioritizing each other over their current partners? How do I save my marriage when I feel like there are three people in it? I'm scared that if I keep pushing this issue, I'll lose him entirely. But I'm also scared that if I don't, I'll lose myself in the process. Please help me figure out what to do. I'm desperately seeking your guidance, feeling like the other woman.
Well, feeling like the other woman, first, let me be crystal clear. You're not being unreasonable, and this is not just about jealousy or insecurity. What you're describing is not a healthy friendship between exes. It's an emotional affair disguised as platonic friendship. Your husband has created a hierarchy in his friendships, and you're not at the top. When she gets the good morning text and the first call during a family crisis, when her emergencies take precedence over your anniversary dinner, these are not the actions of someone who's prioritizing their marriage. This is emotional infidelity, plain and simple. The camping trip, that's particularly telling. No married person should be planning intimate getaways with an ex-partner without their spouse's enthusiastic consent. The fact that he's framing your completely reasonable objection as controlling behavior, that's a classic manipulation tactic called DARVO. Deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. He's making you the problem for having normal relationship boundaries. Here's what needs to happen. Your husband needs to choose, not between you and her as a person, but between maintaining appropriate marital boundaries and continuing this inappropriate friendship. A marriage cannot survive when one partner is emotionally invested somewhere else. Some non-negotiable boundaries that I think you should establish. No private one-on-one time, such as trips, long time away together, etc. No being each other's primary emotional support. That's what you two are supposed to be there for each other for. And no discussing your marriage with her. That is not her business. That is something personal and private between you two. Complete transparency about all communication. If you have a question, he should be able to tell you an answer to your question without any kind of argument. And you both should be included in any future interactions. There's no reason all three of y'all should not be able to hang out and have a good time together. If he's not willing to establish these boundaries, then he's telling you exactly where his priorities lie. You deserve a partner who chooses you every day, not someone who makes you beg for basic respect in your own marriage. Consider couples counseling, but only if he's genuinely willing to acknowledge that the problem and make some changes. If he continues to gaslight you or dismiss your concerns, you may need to consult with a divorce attorney to understand your options. You're not asking for too much. You're asking for the bare minimum of what a marriage should provide. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Remember, I'm wishing you strength, hope, and love. Keep me posted. And everyone else out there, thanks for joining me tonight. And remember to keep the faith glowing, the love letters flowing, and always cherish the love that you're showing. This is Love Letters with Leah, your weekly dose of affectionate connection. Be sure to spread the love by hitting the like and the subscribe buttons, and don't forget the shiny notification bell, just so you know when we go live or put out new content. Also, check out our main page at Mike and Juju's Smoke Room to see our other videos and check out our new merchandise. And I'll check you next week for your next Love Infusion.